Yo, what up, Power Up fam? It's your boy Justin, aka Power Up, and boy, oh boy, do we have a treat for you guys. 11 minutes, IGN just posted 11 minutes of the opening kind of gameplay that we're gonna see in Halo Infinite, coming out December 8th, literally like less than a month away. I'm super excited because I just got my YouTube partnership, and your boy's gonna be streaming this hard body. So putting together some teams. We're trying to actually get a team together to go to the Raleigh Halo Esports event. That is where I live. I live out in North Carolina, and we're gonna try to make this happen. Put together a fun team, a Power Up team, represent the brand, represent what it is that we do here. And that's competitive shooter games, mainly all I play. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with Halo. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for Halo 2. Halo 2 changed the trajectory of all of my gaming experience, and I probably would have put gaming away had it not been for online gaming with Halo 2 and Halo 3 and Gears of War, but we know what happened with Gears 5. But anyways, we're gonna get right into this, man. Make sure you slap that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. It would be a blessing and an honor to have you as part of the Power Up fam. Our mission is to see people powered up so they can go out into the world and make a difference, man. It's so much more than gaming. We believe everything matters, man, even outside of the games, man, that we play. But we're gonna get into this. Let's check it out. Man, it's gonna be a good day in December. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. Like, the graphics already, man, just look way better than what they showed at E3. It is night and day. If you didn't get a chance to play the betas were absolutely incredible. I'm super pumped. I'm mind blown at how good and crisp the multiplayer experience was. This is just looking amazing, man. I'm excited about Infinite's multiplayer probably much more than I am the campaign, to be honest, but I'm going to give the campaign a try. I've always played the campaign. I know the story with the Halo rings. I understand a lot, most of it, man, most of the lore. You guys probably could comment in the comments below and let me know what is your favorite parts of the story, but we'll get into it, man.
The biggest surprise I had coming out of my few hours of playing Halo Infinite's campaign wasn't the delightful exploration nor the incredibly fun gunplay. Instead, it came down to the characters. Halo Infinite sees the legendary Master Chief once again tasked with saving the universe from yet another threat. And after
of course,
campaigns, the Chief seems tired. He's a man of few words, but his movements and responses are heavier than I've seen before. This is Chief without Cortana. His subtle yet distinct change is far from a bad thing.
Bro, just look at that still. Look at that still. Ooh, that junk clean, brother. That joint is clean. Also, did y'all see that Chris Pratt is apparently going to be doing the voice of Master Chief in some live action adaptation? Am I the only one who saw that recently on Twitter and stuff? Couldn't be me. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments below. I'd love to know.
Anything, Master Chief's forlorn demeanor that he sets aside to get the job done is a great indication to me that Halo Infinite's story is intended to be a more impactful adventure.
Yo, what weapon is that? Or what is that? Halo Infinite, the first campaign, hands-on preview. Let's go. Cortana? Nope. We know Cortana's not here yet. We ain't gonna tease us like that.
Chief's stern determination is also wonderfully contrasted to his new AI companion's bubbly enthusiasm and his pilot rescuer's anxiety and weariness. Given developer 343 Industries' failure to give Locke the faintest hint of a personality or motive in Halo 5, and the game's generally lackluster story, this was a relief.
That's good. Yeah, Halo 5 story was it just wasn't hitting. Halo 5 period just wasn't hitting, man. And I feel like this one's going back to like the Halo 2, Halo 3 era. That's kind of where we're at, it feels like, you know?
Not again. We need to run. I need a weapon.
I need a weapon. Dang right. Give Master Chief a weapon.
Halo Infinite's contrasting characters aren't the only things to look forward to, though. Rewarding exploration infused with Halo's DNA and genuinely challenging combat could be a relief in today's...
I like how you can see like the health bar of the enemies too. I think that's kind of a new thing that a lot of games are starting to add in. If you look at like, you know, Destiny and even Call of Duty Black Ops or Cold War, right? Cold War had a similar thing. Even in the multiplayer, you could tell how close your enemy was to dying and stuff. That kind of helps, man, of how you're going to resource some of your things, man. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I kind of like that feature. I think it's okay. It's cool.
Where many worlds are packed to the brim with chores and only a few offer meaningful adventures beyond their main path. If things continue the way I played in my 4-hour hands-on time, I think Halo Infinite could fall into the latter.
Echo 260.
Friends and foes, both old and new. Okay, okay. What we gonna see? Chief out there just floating, man. He chilling. He chilling and he big chilling out in space. He's like, I own this, bro. I own this.
Has woken up to fight a new enemy. Halo Infinite largely sees that pulled back by instead focusing on familiar fodder with the Banished from Halo Wars 2. They eagerly step up as...
That is true. They were in Halo Wars 2. That is true. I was wondering if they would ever adapt some of that, because I did play Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 for a little bit of time. Those aren't really my type of games, but they are pretty fun sometimes with friends. Halo Wars was pretty fun.
Chief's main adversaries after handily defeating the UNSC around Zeta Halo, including Master Chief. Their goal for Zeta Halo is unknown, but if it involves a Halo ring, there's nothing good that can come of it.
Always.
After the UNSC's loss, Master Chief's main objective becomes freeing the captured Allied forces on Zeta Halo and thwarting whatever the Banished are planning.
I am Echelon, War Chief of the Banished.
War Chief. Okay, okay.
Cortana was presented as a mystery rather than as a primary antagonist in what I played. What happened to her after Halo 5 and whether or not she's been truly destroyed is unknown.
She ain't dead, bro. Cortana ain't dead.
Backseat to the larger
She's not gone.
Banished, though it is intertwined somehow. Without getting into spoilers, I will say the few moments that dug into Chief and Cortana's relationship were an emotional gut punch. Halo Infinite is looking to deliver a meaningful story for legacy Halo fans, and I really needed to fulfill that promise after Halo 5 story missteps.
Yes, yes, come on. That's what we need, 343.
But a way to level.
Make the story pop again.
What do I call her?
Ask her. Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
Huh?
This all being said, I'm not optimistic that Halo Infinite is going to be a great starting point for new people to the franchise, as the best moments I saw in the first few hours rely on prior knowledge of the series. I don't like the idea of people being left behind, but I selfishly prefer that this game is...
But it's like, yo, like, I get that. Like, when you have a game like Halo, like, it's hard to, you gotta balance it, right? You gotta have a game that, I understand people are like what she said, like, to newcomers, this getting introduced to Halo from Halo Infinite, if you're a young player, you're jumping in, or you're just the first time getting an Xbox, you're switching from PlayStation, coming to Xbox, because you know Game Pass is nice. Things are built up real nice and lovely over here on the Microsoft side, you know what I'm saying? And here comes newcomers into Halo, right? And it's like, I don't really know anything. I get that. You want them to not feel like excluded because they have a lack of knowledge or something, but at the same time, people know that Halo has existed for such a long time. And so for the people like myself or other people who have grown with this, you can't really neglect your hardcore fan base, but you can't neglect either the fresh and new players as well. So that is it's got to be a very difficult thing to juggle with 343, I would say. You know what I mean?
Is made for returning Halo fans rather than tuning the story to accommodate new players.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but...
Halo Infinite sure is fun to play and explore.
How Halo Infinite's open world works. Yes, I want to know about this. I want to know about the open worldness in this game. Is it going to be as open world?
Infinite is a mix of familiar and new. One moment you're navigating encounters and ship corridors, then the next you're driving several Marines around the open fields of Zeta Halo. As 343 has clearly stated, Halo Infinite isn't quite a true open world game despite it featuring massive sandboxes.
Right.
Zeta Halo is broken up into island chunks. Land masses can be connected by bridges, and Chief can eventually call in things like a wasp to fly around anywhere after they're unlocked.
That's pretty cool.
Eventually we may get
boom, that joint just flops out. I remember seeing that joke. I remember seeing that in the trailer and was like, yo, that joint just said boom, just fell to the ground, bro. Like, what? Huh?
Zeta Halo
take care of your machines,
UNSC
man.
Camps called forward operating bases that were claimed by the Banished after the UNSC lost the big fight. Clearing a base and reclaiming it replaces the Banished with Marines. Even better, cleared bases convert to instant fast travel points and earn you valor.
So you get fast travel, sort of like Destiny, all those types of things. So it's not going to be as vast as an open world, which I figured. I figured this wasn't going to be an open world game that's as big as Destiny or, you know, another vast open world like Cyberpunk or some kind of thing. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be those types of things.
Valor isn't some sort of spendable currency. It's instead a point-based tracker of how much ground the UNSC has on Zeta Halo.
Oh.
The more Valor you have, the better backup and gear you can call in.
Oh, okay.
As far as I could tell, earning Valor and reclaiming the Broken Ring is entirely optional. Named the weapon.
Okay.
She's meant to destroy Cortana and is in turn supposed to be destroyed when her operation is complete.
Oh, so okay. So the weapon is Cortana's death wish. Interesting.
Though Cortana is seemingly gone, the weapon remains and is happy to assist Master Chief until she reaches her eventual demise. Much like Cortana, the weapon will call out enemy attacks.
No, wait. The weapon isn't that. The weapon is the new AI. I'm confused. Kind of confused. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm missing something. I thought they just said, I don't know. I'm tripping.
I was more likely to come across a random patrol of enemies than an actual objective, but I didn't feel like I had to go too far to find something fun to do. I enjoyed the quiet moments though. Following Zeta Halo's native space groundhogs, or just enjoying the view of a pleasant
Yo, that little thing was just digging its way out. I was like, yo, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Like, yo, I ain't trying to be around all this mess. What the heck, bro?
And of course, there are plenty of collectibles. A new scanner tool does make them a bit easier to find, if you have an idea of where to look. The scanner's range is rather limited though.
And you had that scanner also in the multiplayer. The scanner was also available in multiplayer just to show you where some of the weapon racks were and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was pretty cool that they have a little like pulse scanner that goes off when you hit the D-pad or whatever. It's pretty dope. I like that feature. It's little things like that, man. Just little upgrades, man. Little upgrades.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Grunt and Marine dialogue. They're hilarious.
Always.
The grunts are as silly and oddly aggressive as ever, and have a surprising number of lines.
Humans would never fight grunts like us. He's here!
While the Marines are far more confident and excited about joining the Chief in battle. Their commentary made exploring all the more enjoyable.
Just in the nick of time, Chief.
Yes, that's always good. The audio of the AI is always funny sometimes, man, because they're not the main characters, so they don't really have people filling in lines to make it feel more realistic. They just have little small filler parts. And it's just kind of funny, man. It's good that they paid attention more to that, hopefully. So, tools of the trade.
Just because Zeta Halo is a larger, more open sandbox doesn't mean 343 suddenly has us doing puzzles or tasks unbecoming of a genetically augmented super soldier like Master Chief.
You know what? I wonder if Halo Infinite is going to be like the play on the words, that this is going to be an infinite expansion, sort of like Destiny. They're going to make Halo Infinite continually add DLC for story. They're going to add, you know, a whole bunch of new maps and stuff like that for the multiplayer. I just wonder how that's going to go down. Like, is Halo Infinite truly going to be infinite? It makes sense. It could be. It could be.
Fighting enemies and destroying their stuff is always at the center of Halo Infinite's gameplay. And whether I was taking...
The grapple hook is so dope, bro. I was very questionable about it simply because going into multiplayer, I was like, yo, people are going to just... It's going to be too OP. People are just slinging everywhere. But there's only one spawn spot or two spawn spot, maybe one or two on the map, so one from each team can get one or whatever, but you can only use it up to 3 times unless you get another one, and then you can kind of go a little more chaotic with it. But it's not as OP as I thought it would be when I played the beta. Maybe that'll change, but for now I think it's a dope feature. I really enjoy grappling as Master Chief. I think it's really cool, and I love being able to do what you can do in the campaign, which is grab items and throw them at other enemies and literally blow stuff up. I think it's dope.
Or infiltrating a fortress for a story mission, the more open nature only served to give me more options for combat.
Come on, man. Hit them headshots, bro. Hit them headshots, bro.
If you've had a chance to check out either of the multiplayer test flights, Halo Infinite's excellence in weaponry should come as no surprise. The campaign introduced me to other
what's that gun?
We've yet to see in multiplayer, like the Disruptor. A small shock pistol that doesn't do too much immediate damage, but deals out pain over time. The equipment we've seen in multiplayer unsurprisingly takes on a more powerful form in the campaign.
Of course.
Each of the 5 equipment options,
Shield core,
threat sensor, drop wall, and thruster, can be upgraded with a collectible called Spartan cores.
Spartan cores,
like most
okay.
Of the open world elements, finding the Spartan cores and upgrading equipment is optional.
I like that.
Master Chief won't start the adventure with all equipment either. You'll find new tools to play with at specific story beats. Lacking a piece of equipment doesn't necessarily mean you're blocked off from certain areas from what I saw, but getting to or taking on
Yeah, you get the third person with the Gatling gun just Mowing them down, bro. Mowing them down. Love it.
Difficult encounters might be more manageable should you have more equipment.
A challenge fit for a Spartan.
Most of the big story beats happen in large, foreboding structures that could be viewed as something akin to dungeons.
Okay.
These offer a more classic Halo experience. Grunts, jackals, brutes, and elites made up the bulk of the opponents I faced. Their role, weapon, and armor variety didn't feel lacking in combat. I came across one set of brutes that were so geared up they nearly qualified as a mini boss fight. The
Nice.
hunters make a return too, and are fun to fight as always. This being another ring, the Flood was alluded to, though I never saw them. The Prometheus
Yo, if the Flood is in this game, bro, that's going to be crazy. We haven't seen the Flood since like Halo 3, something like that, bro. Crazy.
weren't present either. 343's vision of recapturing the essence of Combat Evolved in Halo Infinite means there's not really room for them, and honestly, I had plenty of fun without them.
Yeah.
I didn't see any drones either, so I'm hoping the new flying enemies equipped with hardlight weapons, the skimmers, will be their replacement.
I can see
The
that.
real combat stars, though, are the boss fights. The first one with a brute lieutenant named Termonius absolutely kicked my ass at first on heroic difficulty. A moment
Nice.
without movement rewarded Termonius as he entered the encounter guns blazing and took me out twice in a row.
Well, I was wondering, is she not able to sprint yet? I haven't seen really any sprinting in this entire game. Have y'all noticed that? In this gameplay that we're watching, there's literally been no sprinting at all from this chick. She has not sprinted at all in her gameplay.
I had been handling heroic without any issues up until that point, so I was stunned to see how Termonius' aggression and support from two jackals paid off. I quickly got to work on a strategy and happily took on the challenge.
It's very interesting. On the right track.
I have thus far only explored a fraction of Halo Infinite. Though the map isn't as large as something you'd find in an Assassin's Creed. Far from it, I'd say. What it does hold seems to offer something more curated with excellent combat at its heart. The story part is what I'm most curious about now. 343 needs to stick the landing in the plot department, especially with regard to giving us a satisfying resolution to the Chief and Cortana's relationship.
Yes.
If they can finally deliver that well-rounded classic Halo experience, then they'll have successfully and definitively made Halo their own.
Yes.
For more on Halo Infinite, check out our exclusive review
Agreed.
of the new Streets.
Jump, Chief. Jump. Jump. Yeah, man. I'm hopeful that we're gonna get a good campaign, and I truly think that what 343, what she just said, is that if they could stick the landing on a great campaign and a great story with Halo Infinite, I think this will finally allow 343 to take up the torch and say we have now adapted and made Halo our own. And that's what they need to do, man. That's what they need to do. And speaking of making it their own, you know what I mean? This is maybe controversial, but I kind of am curious still of what a Halo Infinite Battle Royale would look like. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but I really do enjoy Warzone. I never really was big into Call of Duty, but Warzone really put me onto the Battle Royale. I never really got into Fortnite super hardcore. I did play Fortnite earlier this year. For the first couple months, my kids and my wife and everybody, we all were playing it. It's just something as a family to play, and I played it with my stream on Twitch for a while, but I just stopped playing it, man, because I was like, man, like, I want to go back to some Call of Duty. I miss playing it, man. Warzone and stuff, super fun. And I'm more into the realistic looking shooters, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like Halo, Gears of War, Call of Duty. But I truly think that Halo Infinite could be really interesting to see a Battle Royale. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Do y'all think Halo should or should not make a Battle Royale? If so, what are your thoughts on if they did it? What would you like to see them do? But what are your thoughts on the first look into the campaign? How do you guys feel about it? What do you like? What are the pros and the cons so far? Are you excited about the campaign, or are you excited more on multiplayer? Let me know in the comments. Again, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it, man. It means the world to me, man. And I look forward to meeting you hopefully one day in one of the live streams and talk to you then, man. Make sure you power yourself up, power up those around you, and go out into the world and make a difference, man. That's what this channel is all about. I love you guys, man. Peace.